Well, here we are, guys, back again on November 3rd, and it's a Sunday, November 3rd, 2024, and it is daylight savings time, and I had to fall back an hour, but that's not great news. But you know what the great news is? In 10 days, I put it back to the way it was, because even though I'm going a short distance, just a couple hundred miles from here to quartzsite. Quartzsite's in Arizona, and with the exception of the Big Indian Reservation, they don't recognize or participate in daylight savings time in Arizona. So right now, it's an hour ahead in Arizona. They didn't change. So I'll have to change these clocks again a week from Thursday when I arrive in quartzsite. So let's... And it is, what, 2 days before the election, and the texts and the emails from both sides begging me for money, I'm over it. I bet you are too. First one is Mitch Koski, sweet trick or treat on my positive news story, Silent Halloween. It's about a neighborhood of people that, to accommodate a young deaf girl, they all learned some basic sign language so they could communicate with her when she went to trick or treat. It made a big difference. Ken Gray on that same one said, love the story. I have friends that use LED gloves to talk with at the clubs when they go out. That might help with holidays too. That's a good idea. Ken, have you been watching on e-bike desert adventure? I just went out on my e-bike and I took you with me and did a couple goofy things. At least one goofy thing. You'll have to see. Have you been watching Nikki Delventhal? She loves ghost hunting, so guess what the crazy little thing I did was. Great video this morning with the drive around the resort. Yes, I watch her. Nikki Delventhal, that's the name of her channel. She's a pretty remarkable young woman that she started out just in camping and living full-time in a Prius, kind of a used, beat-up one, and she grew her audience, and she was able to afford a very nice camper van, and she has 2 dogs, Rodney and Camper, I believe are the dogs' names. And she's a pretty unique adventurer. She was a NFL cheerleader. She was a model. She was on, I think, The Bachelorette. I mean, she has quite the amazing history and background. So it's a good channel, and I'm not surprised Ken watches it. She's very entertaining. Kim D. Everidge. Enjoyed the ride, love to see the RV camps, etc. And these are all, there are a bunch of, there are a couple on the desert trip. Stacey Jones, another fun video. Thanks, Rob. Love to Dottie and George. M. Campbell on the Halloween video. The UK does a much better job of reporting and encouraging kindness. Kindness is emphasized in school, where kids are taught that even small acts of kindness can take many forms and make a big difference. I really wish the U.S. media reported more on kindness and helping others instead of darker subjects. Kindness should be normalized. I agree, and it's hard to find stories about kindness, because I have a cohort out there that helps me find stories, but they're not easy to find. They're not easy. Angel Ann, good morning, sweetheart, and lovely Dottie and lovely George. Hugs and love from Angel, the cockatoo, and her mom, Angela, from North Carolina. That was just on the comments video. Poodle Professor on the comments video. I met Rusty a few years ago, and we've since become friends. He's an interesting man for sure. That's, I wish I could remember his channel. It's Rusty and like a 5-digit zip code. 78569. I can't remember, but he's where I got the idea to do the comments video. He's been doing it for a long time. It's I can't pronounce this. ITSTUFAYELDM. Can't pronounce it, but whoever that is loves your video, so loves my video. Ken Gray, love how Dottie woke up, stretched, saw you still talking, and laid back to wait. What are you up to, Dottie? Well, today you probably might see a dish by Dottie. I had over easy eggs and a couple of a muffin, a biscuit that I cooked in the air fryer, and I had a bunch of egg white left over, so I brought the plate over there, and she ate it, and that's the plate still there. Let's see. What do we have here? We have M. Campbell on the e-bike adventure. Just curious, do you carry a little patch kit and air pump for your e-bike in case of a flat when you're out on rougher roads? I think I'm going to get one just in case. I definitely wouldn't be happy about having to push a bike back a couple of miles. And, well, there are two answers. There's Ken McLeod's, and I'll read that after I read mine. And mine is 2 words. I don't. No, I don't. I'd have to push my bike back 2 miles. But I rarely go that far on rough terrain. I don't go on really long trips. And I've been riding e-bike in the desert for many years now, and I've never had my last e-bike, I bought spare inner tubes and everything, and sort of that goo spray that you put inside instead of air. I had all that, and I never needed it. So now that I say that, I'm going to have a flat tire this afternoon probably. So Ken, who is a responsible adult, says, I carry spare tubes and a patch kit and an electric pump. Sometimes the patches don't work and it's better to replace the tube. I've also started using stands which you put inside the tube and it stays liquid until there is a puncture, which it fills, so you don't need to change the tube. There are other plans as well. I have slime, that's the stuff I was talking about, in other tires. I liked the electric pump because I have USB on my bike to recharge it if needed. Hand pumps that are small enough to carry don't move much air, and CO2 cartridge pumps lose pressure fairly quickly. So let's compare and contrast Ken's mature, thorough answer to her question and Travels with Dottie's, I don't. Sorry. But thank God for Ken. Thank you. Angel Ann, good afternoon, my friend. Enjoying the adventure with you and always your conversation with us. Always interesting and learning information. Thank you. Give the babies a hug from Angela, North Carolina. Thank you, Angela. Gold Race. A woman that, I grew up without a mother, and a woman that took care of me when I was very small for a long time that I'm forever indebted to. Her name was Angelina Ray. Gold Race, an interesting tour of the area. I see you hit 21 miles per hour a couple of times. Not in the RV park, I didn't. Out on the road. How fast would that bike go? I always enjoy your videos. The max speed, I never saw 21. I never see over 20. So there might have been a nanosecond downhill where it flashed 21, but it's generally 20. Renee on comments video. I grew up in Jersey, so I'm used to yummy deli subs. It's the bread that makes it. Being a diabetic now, I had to give them up. Oh, I'm sorry. But good that you're taking care of yourself, Renee. On Renogy inverter failed to run microwave. Again, this keeps popping up. It's like, I want to see how many. I want to open. Let's see, analytics. How many? I'm taking a detour here because I'm just wondering, is it still? It's still accumulating views. 2,375 views. That is just crazy. He says, this is a company truck. I wish I had another way. So I'm guessing he's got some kind of corporate camper or something, or truck that has an inverter in it, that he sees that I have the same problem. So he's unable to change the wiring and put in a different fuse because it's not his rig. That makes sense. Penguin 6, love him. and that's CLLEW 5919. So Penguin 6 is the YouTuber who drives around DC and does all kinds of videos about what's going on in DC. Poodle Professor, nice outing. That was on the e-bike adventure. And Ed Godby on the comments video. Left Winslow this morning. The temps at night is supposed to be in the teens. Ugh, brr. The rest of the week, what is it here? It's 52 outside, 78 inside. The rest of the week, got to Kingman, sat for a hour trying to make up my mind for Quartzsite or Lake Mead, sitting at Snowbird Mesa right now next to Valley of Fire, and can look out the window at the lake. Hopefully we'll get to meet you this winter if I can get to Quartzsite. Well, that'd be great. That'd be great, Ed. Jay Jansen, excellent presentation. Oh, this is on avoid getting your LTVA permit revoked. Excellent presentation. Let's all be good people. Respectful, pleasant, friendly. Hope to see everyone in queue. Yeah. Randy. Hey, Randy on the e-bike. Do people ride their e-bikes in town to Quartzsite? I know Arizona has some different laws concerning mopeds, e-bikes. Just curious what you see when you're there. P.S. That was a fun ride, by the way. Okay. So let's assume you're staying on 95 in La Posa South, which is about 3.5 miles from town. The highway is Quartzsite, or is Arizona 95. It's a 2-lane highway with hardly any shoulder. I think you can get away legally with riding your bike the 3.5 miles up that road. I wouldn't do it unless I had a death wish. There is no chance I would do that ever, ever, ever. That said, if you're in La Posa South and you ride across 95 to La Posa Tyson Wash, which is right across the street, and go straight until you get to a T intersection and you see a dirt road going south to north, that is it's not marked as such, but it's the old Yuma Road. You make a right on that and ride that dirt road, that'll take you into town. So the answer is yes. But do not get your any kind of e-bike, bicycle, anything less than a vehicle on Highway 95. Just don't do it. It can be absolutely deadly, and it has been in the past. So in town, you see e-bikes zooming everywhere in town. They're everywhere you look. So I can't tell you what the legal thing is for e-bikes, but I've never sensed that there's any kind of restriction on riding your e-bike all over town. People doing it like ants. So, all right. Wendy Sosa says, cool little adventure. I was getting a little nervous when you were climbing up with all that rebar sticking out. Your e-bike is a nice compact size, but seems to handle the rocks well. My brother is 68 and he has an e-bike, but it is so big, kind of intimidating. He rides that thing everywhere, though. Well, for riding, a bigger is better, right? For transporting it, bigger's not better. I have a small folding one. Electric is the company name, starting with an L. Electric e-bike. It's out of Phoenix. It is the smallest, lightest one they make. In fact, the model is the Lite, the Lite model. I did have a heavier model, which rode better and was faster and more powerful. And I ended up donating it because although it folded and could fit in the back of my truck, I had this nagging feeling every time I did it. One of these days, you're going to throw your back out when you lift this up. And as you get older, you don't gain muscle mass. Unless you're really vigilant about weight training, you lose muscle mass. So I decided the safest thing for me to do is get a smaller one that may not be as comfortable riding, but I'm not going to hurt myself lifting it in and out of the truck. So that's what I did. And Wendy, I was a little nervous doing that too. I'm not, I'm not the young man, rock hopping, rock climbing young man I used to be. But trust me, I was being very careful. But you're right. A fall on a piece of rebar sticking up, that's serious business. So, but I was okay. And I don't do stuff like that very often. And I just put out a silly little short. And Naj commented on it. Let's see. Where is it? Is it there?
Eggs.
So let's see. Where is it? Where is it, Robert? I did a short on my little breakfast here. I don't know what possessed me to do it, but it's only gotten 10 views, and Naj, you're one of them already. I just uploaded it 41 minutes ago, and it's here.
Eggs over easy, fresh biscuits made in the air fryer. Eggs in the cast iron. And a jealous dog that wants eggs and biscuits for breakfast. Eggs
And
fresh biscuits made in
stop.
the air
Stop.
fryer.
Boy, sometimes it's hard to drive a smartphone. She got the leftovers. There's the plate still there. You can see the plate. She got plenty of extra eggs. And after I close this and upload everything and put everything to bed and release, I have a video to release. I can do that right now, can I? I have a couple videos backed up here. And one of them is, well, the positive news story is called Real Fairy Godmother. It's a good one. And you'll probably see one, if you had notifications, one that came through that's no longer there. It's because I put the wrong version out. And so the long form video, I have two to choose from. It's Dog Park with Dottie, an expert dog training advice, and that's tongue-in-cheek for sure. So I'm going to release that one today. The other one's just a walk with Dottie. Let's do the Dog Park with Dottie video. And so today you'll get the Dog Park with Dottie video that's out right now, and Real Fairy Godmother positive news number 248. That's 248 consecutive days of doing positive news. So you could all probably use it today. I will see you tomorrow.